There is a wound in the throat of an Egyptian king that stayed hidden for 3,000 years. It runs almost from ear to ear, deep enough to reach the bone, severing the windpipe and every major vessel in the neck in a single stroke. And nobody knew it was there. The people who mummified him packed the gash with resin, wrapped it under a thick collar of linen, and slipped a small amulet inside the cut to heal him in the afterlife. From the outside, the body looked untouched. Then, in 2012, a machine that never removed a single strip of that linen looked straight through it. The king had his throat cut to the spine. His name was Ramesses III, and the official story of how he died had just been rewritten by a hospital scanner. That is not a legend. It is a measurement. A CT scanner, the same kind a doctor uses to look inside your body without an incision, was rolled up to a royal mummy in Cairo, and what it exposed under the wrappings did not match the textbooks. And Ramesses is only the beginning. Most people who stand in front of a royal mummy see almost nothing. Linen, a darkened face, a name on a card. Most people walk right past the real mystery, because the strangest things about these bodies are underneath, sealed in the wrappings, and for 2 centuries, the only way to see them was to tear the body apart and destroy it forever. The scanner changed that. A radiologist in Cairo named Sahar Salim, working with the Egyptologist Zahi Hawass, ran the pharaohs through the machine one by one. And nearly every time, the body said something the historians had never written down. They found hidden treasuries sealed in the cloth. One teenage mummy, the Golden Boy, held 49 amulets, a gold tongue laid in his mouth, a gold scarab where his heart had been. None of it visible until the scan read it through the linen. Then the machine reached the throat of Ramesses III. An ancient papyrus described a plot to kill him, hatched by one of his own wives, but it never said if the plot succeeded. The scan answered a 3,000-year-old question in a single image. His throat was cut, and one of his big toes had been hacked off with a different, heavier weapon. An axe. 2 weapons, 1 moment. He was not killed by a lone assassin. He was surrounded. If a machine pulling a murder scene out of a body this old unsettles you, subscribe and stay with me, because it gets stranger. Buried among the royals was a body wrapped in unclean goat skin, hands bound, face locked in an endless scream. DNA proved it. A son of Ramesses III, almost certainly the prince who plotted his death, buried in deliberate shame so his scream would follow him into eternity. And there is another screaming face. A wealthy woman, scanned in 2024, embalmed with costly imported resin, her mouth frozen wide open. Not sloppy embalming, as everyone assumed. Her jaw may have locked that way at the instant of death, in agony no one can explain. The scan found no cause, just a scream, preserved. The mummies are still there, behind glass in Cairo, quiet and wrapped and apparently at peace. But inside the linen, sealed in the dark, are cut throats and gold tongues and mouths locked open in a cry no one can explain. The embalmers wrapped these bodies to keep their secrets forever. They never imagined we would learn to see straight through the cloth. And whatever is still hidden in the ones we have not opened yet, it is still in there, waiting in the dark.